To our YouTube channel Learn and Grow. We share various videos related to financial management on our YouTube channel. You can watch them and you can like and share our videos, and please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. So today we are back with another topic on capital budgeting. Today we are going to discuss what is average rate of return method, that is also called as ARR method or accounting rate of return method. But before starting discussion on this method, let us just recap what we have learned in our last video of capital budgeting. So we have learned what is capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is basically a process of evaluating investment decisions. This is what we learned, right? So these investment decisions are into assets of the company, long-term assets of the company, or a particular project of the company. So this whole process is called capital budgeting. So in addition to understanding capital budgeting, we have also discussed the capital budgeting methods and techniques. The first one was under traditional method, which does not use time value of money factor, right, which we discussed in our last video. First is payback period method under traditional method. This also we have discussed in length in our last video. Second is accounting or average rate of return method, which we are discussing right now in our this video. And under discount and cash flow method, we will be discussing these three methods at a later period of time. So today we will understand what is accounting and average rate of return method. Let us start now. So accounting or average rate of return. First, see here, accounting or average word is used. So that means this is the average of something, right? Very clear from the name itself. So accounting or average rate of return is predicted average net income on a project. So certain predicted net income is there on a project. We make a projections, right? 10 years down the line we will be having some inflows and then we will be having some outflows. Out of that we will calculate the net income on a project, but that should be average, and which will be divided by its average investment into the project. So the formula for accounting or average rate of return, ARR, is average net profit divided by average investment. Now we will understand how we calculate this average net profit and average investment. This ARR is expressed as annual percentage. So this ARR, which will be getting this by dividing average net profit by average investment, this will be expressed in percentage. So ARR is a formula which is used to take capital budgeting decisions. So once we get some percentage, we will use this to take a capital budgeting decision, right? Whether that is deciding on whether a company should invest in assets or project or not. And that would be based on what? Predicted future net earnings compared to average investment. So predicted net future earnings divided by average investment, right? So now what is average net profit, how we calculate it, and how we calculate average investment? Let us understand. Average annual profit is calculated by, pay attention here, total profit over investment period. So let's say if you acquire a machine and its useful life is 10 years, so whatever total profit you will earn over 10 years period, that you have to write over here. So for example, you are going to earn $50,000 every year. So for 10 years it would be 5 lakh, right? So over the investment period, the total profit would be $5 lakh. Divided by number of years. So the number of years, how much? In our example is 10 years, right? So then $50,000 would be average annual profit for our ARR formula, right? Now we will understand the average investment. Average investment is calculated by book value at year 1 plus book value at the end of useful life divide by 2. So what does it mean? So this book value is nothing but a purchase price, right? Purchase price of a machinery or a project that we can get from very easily from the invoices, right? Quotations. And book value at the end of useful life, sometimes it is clearly given that at the end of useful life this will be the value of that assets. So in that case what we will do is we'll add book value at year 1 and book value and that useful value of that assets, right? Both these will be divided by 2. So for example, we are acquiring the machinery of $3 lakh and book value would be, for example, it would be 1 lakh at the end of the useful life. So then the average investment would be 3 lakh plus 1 lakh 4 lakh divided by 2, which is 2 lakhs. Okay, so here we'll write 2 lakhs and average net profit was $50,000. $50,000 divided by $2 lakh, it is 25% ARR, right? So this way we will calculate the ARR. Now how we will take the decisions whether we should accept that project, we should acquire the machinery or not. So let us quickly understand. For decision making purpose, if ARR is equal to or more than company expected rate of return, then the project is acceptable. So let's say even last example we got 25% ARR and company says that our expectation rate of return is 15%. So definitely then in that case we will accept that project, right? And if ARR is less than company expected rate of return, then project is not acceptable. So in an example, if company was expecting 30% rate of return but actual we calculated 25%, so in that case our project would be rejected, right? So therefore higher the ARR of the company, the more will be its profits. It is a reflection of more profits. Now we will take an example, we will do an exercise so that you people can understand in a practical manner how this formula is used and how you calculate the ARR of a project. So ABCD Limited, a company, is looking to acquire some new machinery for the purpose of replacement of its current malfunctioning machinery. So this company is looking to acquire new machinery because there is some machinery which is malfunctioning, which is not working properly. Now they will be replacing it, right? So there would be some purchase cost of new machinery, and if you purchase new machinery, definitely there would be some additional inflow and outflow, let us say. So the new machine which cost $4,30,000 is expected to increase annual revenue by $2,20,000 and annual expenses by around $60,000. So what is said in the question, that purchase price is $4,30,000, annual revenue will be increased by $2,20,000 and annual expense will be increased by $60,000. So these two are annual figures, remember that, and this is the purchase price of the machinery. Now the machine is predicted to have a useful life of 12 years with zero salvage value. Now in the question itself they have said that the salvage value is 0, right? Then for our average investment this will be 0, right? Average value of the assets at the end of 12th year will be 0 and value of the assets at the end of year 1 will be 430, right? Now question is asking calculate average IRR. So what we will do is we will just first calculate average profit of this machinery, right? First we will write inflows from 1 to 12 years. This is 220 multiplied by 12 because we are calculating inflows for 12 years. So pay attention here, you have to calculate average profit for 12 years first, then total profit for 12 years, then we will calculate average profit. So inflows for 12 years is 2,20,000 into 12, 26,40,000, right? Less annual expenses, which is 60,000 into 12, so 60,000 per annum is the annual expense, and multiply by 12 years, it is $7,20,000 for 12 years. Total depreciation for 12 years. So this is will be completely the value of the machinery would be 0, right? So the whole amount would be taken as a depreciation. Why we have taken whole amount? Because this depreciation amount is for 12 years. Remember that, right? We are doing all calculation for 12 years right now. Now we will calculate net profit for 12 years. So net profit is what? Inflows $26,40,000 minus $7,20,000 minus $430, $4,30,000. So net profit for 12 years is $14,90,000. So if this company acquired this machine, they will earn $14,90,000 for 12 years, total 12 years. Now average annual profit would be what? This $14,90,000 which we calculated divided by 12. So average annual profit is coming to $124,167, right? Now step 2, we will calculate the average investment, right? So average investment is very easy in this question. The 430 is our purchase price and salvage value is 0, so we will write only 430 divided by 2, and $2,15,000 is our average investment in the project. Now this step 1 divided by step 2 would be our ARR. So ARR is what? Average profit divided by average investment, so which is 124,167 divided by 215,000. So the ARR is coming to 57.75%. Now how we will make the decision here? So for example, if company expected rate of return was 40% and we actually got 57.75%, then we'll accept this project, right? Because the ARR is more than company expected rate of return. Now if we take another example, if the expected rate of return of company was, let's say, 65% and the ARR is coming to 57%, then what we will do? We will reject this new acquisition of this machinery and we will search for some other machinery. Here in question only it was asked how to calculate the average ARR. So we will only calculate average ARR and will not put any comment as of now because it has not been asked right here. So we have understood here the ARR method, accounting rate of return or average rate of return method, and we have also taken an example, we have solved that also. So hope this video has helped you in understanding the ARR method. In our next video we are going to discuss now net present value method, which is very interesting topic, and then we will take internal rate of return method and profitability index method. Friends, if you like our video, please subscribe to our channel and share with your group circles, friends, colleagues, right? So that they can also learn all these capital budgeting techniques, and we also come up with various financial management videos, various topics we cover there. So you can watch our channel and it will definitely help you. So keep subscribing, and till then take care friends and do study well. Thank you. And please like and share our videos. Support me by subscribing my YouTube channel, and please share it with your friends and group circles. Thank you.